It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Fields flushed out right. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 39, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Out of the gun, Stafford. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Fields now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On 1st down, it's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
A 36-yard attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings Brings up 2nd and 11.
Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 2-yard line.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears 3, Rams nothing.
From his own end zone, Fields under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee.
Tyler Higbee just keeps getting better and better as a receiver. Makes a nice grab there for a first down. In his 6th season now, all with the Rams, 6'6", 255. And we saw Matthew Stafford like working with T.J. Hockenson the last couple of years. He's going to love working with Tyler Higbee.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the pickup there. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down. Matt Gay for the Rams field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Fields on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming forward.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
On second down, Akers. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Flush to his right. Going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Oh, a strip! The ball comes out. It's loose. The ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59. Me and you all day, I'm coming after you.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout.
Let's go, let's do this.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
3 yards remain for second down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Pickup brings up second and 2.
Now Fields.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And, oh, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
Third down and 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Now it's Fields.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here.
They snap it to Fields.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get into the end zone, so that pushes the lead up to 4. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
Going up top for Kupp. He's got him in, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A.
Cooper Kupp
in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to him, a big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it first and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before the break. Fields buying time to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Jackson now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Jackson now to return.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Back to throw, Fields. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Rams take over.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly. And my goodness, another interception.
They ain't ready for us.
Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
They'll try and run it here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of see. Over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. To throw again on second down. Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their...
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
5-yard line.
Cohen gets it again on second.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Bears 38, Rams 16. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
You don't want none. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Give me that ball, defense.
Out of the gun, Stafford airing it out deep for Woods.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You better be afraid of me.
To throw is Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take over.
49-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. 22.
Stafford on 3rd down. Going up top for Kupp. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here comes Mooney now on the jet sweep.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Darnell Mooney
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Bears 45, Rams 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Back to throw, Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And a good grab there by Cooper Kupp. Picks up a 1st down for the Rams. And Kupp's gone over the 90 reception mark each of the last 2 years. One of the best route runners, one of the most precise route runners in the NFL. He's really going to help his new quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
They can't hang with us. 51 the mic, boys. 51. I know he ain't got it.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Cohen gets it again on second.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That second down play nets a -4. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Here's Fields.
They'll roll him out right. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. The clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Come get some. He don't want it. Squeeze. Flare. Slam.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. In your face.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for L.A., they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Illini kicker, Chase McLaughlin, to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And that one will bounce out of the... Back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he returns this to the 22. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. And that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 35. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Browns drive about to get started, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Going deep here for Landry. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
2 yards in 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. That's Lazard. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Six yards left on 2nd down.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Rodgers will throw for it. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now here's Johnson.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. 20! And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The 40. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. If things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Johnson now returning.
And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
comes right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Lance. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Lance finding Kittle. First down, San Francisco. Lance now on first down. Caught by Sanu. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Throwing is Lance on third down. This is caught. It's Sanu. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line.
58, come on. 58, come on. Silver.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Watch us left.
To throw, it's Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen, eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They run here with Singletary. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. A handoff on the option to Singletary. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Devin Singletary. And the Bills have taken the early lead. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, keep it up. 58, come on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the 27, Allen forced out to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Flush to his right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Bills. It's complete. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Watch the pass. 58.
From just shy of midfield, Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lance looking to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance
looking for the end zone. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
58, boys, 58, Mike. Guys, game situation, let's go.
And they'll go for it. Lance
completes it to Samuel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
And Lance going to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a play fake. Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now Lance.
He's airing it out for Sanu.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
49, guys. Mike, 49. What we got?
They do go for it. Lance.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. A final shot before half for Allen. He'll buy some.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
Dawson Knox in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it is 28-0.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Lance now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Lance again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And Sermon is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And Lance now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Push him back. Push him back.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
1st down, Bills.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got him.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. Here's a diving catch right side.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Lance.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability. They'll try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Singletary.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills head on.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 2nd and very short, Lance. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. On 1st down, Lance.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And he was looking for Elijah Mitchell out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd down. Lance looks to throw again. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Lance looking to throw it.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go right back to Singletary. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made at about the 38. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Bad news, they didn't get it on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on third.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they